Have you ever stared out at the vast, shimmering surface of the ocean and wondered what secrets lie beneath? We often think we know our planet, but the truth is we've explored more of the surface of Mars than our own ocean floors. The deeper you go, the more you realize you've entered a world that's stranger than any science fiction movie. Today we're taking a dive into the abyss, where the rules of life as we know them are completely rewritten. Let's start our journey in the sunlight zone, the top 200 meters of the ocean. This is the world we're most familiar with, warm, bright, and teeming with life. Coral reefs explode with color, dolphins leap through the waves, and massive schools of fish shimmer like living clouds. Photosynthesis is king here, with sunlight powering an entire ecosystem. It feels familiar, almost like an extension of our own world. But this is just the lobby of a skyscraper that plunges thousands of meters into darkness. As we descend past 200 meters, we enter the twilight zone, or the mesopelagic zone. It stretches down to about 1,000 meters. The sunlight fades dramatically. It's a world of perpetual dusk, where the vibrant colors of the surface are replaced by silvers, blacks, and translucent blues. The pressure here is immense, up to 100 times what we experience at sea level. It would be like having a grand piano resting on your thumbnail. And the creatures, they're starting to get weird. This is the realm of bioluminescence. With no sunlight for photosynthesis, life has found another way to create light. Many animals here produce their own light through chemical reactions. It's not for seeing the way we do, but for attracting prey, scaring off predators, or finding a mate in the endless dark. Imagine a firefly, but it's a squid or a jellyfish or a fish with glowing lures dangling from its head. Take the hatchetfish, for example. These guys look like something out of a nightmare, with silvery compressed bodies and huge upward-facing eyes that are incredibly sensitive, designed to catch the faintest glimmer of light from above. To avoid being spotted by predators below them, they have a trick called counter-illumination. They have light-producing organs on their bellies that match the faint light filtering down from the surface, effectively making them invisible from underneath. It's an evolutionary arms race fought with light. Or how about the vampire squid? Despite its terrifying name, it's not a bloodsucker. It lives in the oxygen minimum zone, a layer of water where it's almost impossible for other animals to breathe. It's a living fossil, not quite a squid, not quite an octopus. When threatened, instead of squirting ink, it pulls its webbed arms over its body, revealing rows of fleshy spines, and shoots out a cloud of glowing, sticky mucus. It's an escape artist that uses a light show to distract its enemies. Now let's go deeper. Below 1,000 meters we enter the midnight zone, or the bathyal zone. There is absolutely no sunlight here. The darkness is total, the temperature is just above freezing, and the pressure is crushing. You'd think life would be impossible here, but you'd be wrong. It's just different. Welcome to the home of the anglerfish, perhaps the most iconic deep-sea creature. The female is the one you're thinking of, with that massive mouth full of needle-like teeth and a fleshy, glowing lure that dangles in front of her face. In the pitch black, this tiny light is irresistible to smaller fish. They swim in for a closer look, and in a flash, they're gone. But the anglerfish's mating ritual is even stranger than its hunting method. The male anglerfish is tiny, sometimes hundreds of times smaller than the female. His sole purpose in life is to find a mate. Once he does, he bites onto her body, and his own body begins to dissolve. He fuses with her, becoming little more than a permanent attached sperm bank that she can use whenever she needs to reproduce. Talk about a committed relationship. As we continue our descent past 4,000 meters, we reach the abyssal zone. The pressure is over 400 times that of the surface. For a long time, scientists believed this was a barren, lifeless desert. But then, in 1977, they discovered something that changed biology forever. Hydrothermal vents. These are underwater geysers, spewing superheated mineral-rich water from beneath the Earth's crust. The water temperature can reach over 400 degrees Celsius, yet it doesn't boil because of the intense pressure. Around these vents, a bizarre ecosystem thrives, completely independent of the sun. Instead of photosynthesis, the base of this food chain is chemosynthesis. Bacteria here have evolved to convert toxic chemicals like hydrogen sulfide into energy, and the animals that live here are like aliens. Giant tube worms, some over 2 meters long, have no mouth and no digestive system. They look like giant red-plumed lipsticks in white tubes. They have a special organ packed with these chemosynthetic bacteria. The worms absorb chemicals from the vent water and deliver them to their bacterial partners, who in turn create food for the worm. They are in a perfect symbiotic relationship, thriving in an environment that would be instantly lethal to almost any other life form on Earth. There are also ghost-like octopuses, blind white crabs scuttling over the seafloor, and strange fish that feed on the bacteria. It's a self-contained world that runs on geothermal energy, a blueprint for how life might exist on other planets or moons, far from the light of a star. But we can go even deeper. Below 6,000 meters are the Hadal zones, the deepest trenches on Earth, like the Mariana Trench, which plunges to nearly 11,000 meters. The pressure here is over 1,000 times that at the surface. It's the equivalent of having 50 jumbo jets stacked on top of you. And yet there is life. Scientists have sent unmanned submersibles down into these trenches and found creatures like the Mariana snailfish. This small, translucent, tadpole-like fish is the deepest living fish ever discovered. It looks incredibly fragile, almost like a ghost, but it's perfectly adapted to withstand the colossal pressure. Its body is gelatinous, with very little muscle and a skull that isn't fully fused, allowing it to remain pliable under the immense force of the water. These discoveries raise so many questions. The deep sea is the largest habitat on Earth, and we've only just begun to scratch the surface. Every expedition into the abyss reveals new species, new behaviors, and new ways of life we never thought possible. These creatures are a testament to the incredible resilience and adaptability of life. They thrive in total darkness, under crushing pressure, and in extreme temperatures, using bioluminescence and chemosynthesis to build entire worlds hidden from our view. The deeper you go, the more you realize that the ocean isn't just a big body of water. It's a collection of countless different worlds, each with its own set of rules, its own unique inhabitants, and its own mysteries. It reminds us that our planet still holds incredible wonders, waiting to be discovered. The strange life of the deep sea isn't just a curiosity. It's a fundamental part of our world's story, a story we're only just beginning to read. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive today. If you were as fascinated by these incredible creatures as I am, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more journeys into the unknown. What deep sea creature do you find the most mind-blowing? Let me know in the comments below. See you next time.